Okay, so for the assignment we had to watch an hour of programming. I watched Animal Planet from 6 to 7, and from 6 to 7 was a program called Viking Wilderness Race for Life. So it started at exactly 6 o'clock, and the programming itself lasted for about 11 minutes, and then it broke to commercials, and in that time there were about 8 commercials. And right after the 8 commercials, there was one promo for another Animal Planet show called Ultimate Treehouses. Then it went back to programming, and I guess it's important to say throughout the programming, or the actual show, there was a little, a little promo at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, kind of in those opaque words, or opaque letters, that was promoting the show Ultimate Treehouse throughout the show. So then it went back to programming, and then 8 commercials when it broke to commercial break, and right after those 8 commercials there were another 2 promotions for a show called Ice Cold Gold, and then another one for Wild West Alaska, both on the Animal Planet. Again, back to programming, except this time the programming lasted from 6:25 to 6:31. So the programming was only airing for about 6 minutes until it broke to commercials again, and then it broke to commercials for 9 commercials. And then during that commercial break, there was a promo for a show called Gator Boys, again on Animal Planet. So what I thought was interesting was that at the very beginning of the show, when it started at exactly 6 o'clock, the programming was on for about 11 minutes. But then I noticed as time went on, when it went back to the programming after commercials, the programming only lasted about 6 minutes between commercial breaks. So I thought that was a pretty interesting strategy to try to get people into it by showing 11 minutes at the very beginning, but then making the programming time in between commercial breaks pretty short throughout the rest of the programming. And then after the promo for Gator Boys, it went back to programming for about, again, 6 minutes. Then again, about 8 commercials with a promotion for, again, Wild West Alaska, and another show called Treehouse Masters, why Animal Planet thinks they need 2 shows about tree houses, I don't know. But then it went back to programming for, again, about 6 minutes. Then back to commercials, but this time it was about 5 commercials because it was getting closer to the end of the program. And again, another promotion for Ultimate Treehouses after those commercials, and then back to programming for 5 minutes when it ended right at 7 o'clock. So I think it shows really well what we've been talking about the past couple weeks as far as placing promotions. I think chapter 8 it was that talked about promoting like with like. So they're going to be promoting shows like Ultimate Treehouses and Gator Boys and Wild West Alaska and Ice Cold Gold and stuff like that on an Animal Planet where they think, or during the programming that has a similar audience to those shows, which is exactly what that chapter, I think it was chapter 8, like I said, was talking about. And the commercials were kind of a mix between national and local. It was mostly national, but I did see some local ads as far as Red Raider basketball and some local businesses. And they did show a bunch of commercials for vet stuff and pet grooming and stuff like that. A lot of stuff about animals, which is great for Animal Planet. So I think it really shows just kind of exactly what we've been talking about the past couple weeks. And that's about it.